So it was very late at night, and this girl says that her mom and dad left their aunt's house and were headed home. She says that while they're on the road, they see a girl who has shorts on, a hoodie, and her hoodie was over her head. Now they're passing by the side of town that is not very good, so the mom points out like, oh my god, look at that girl, she's walking here by herself, like we should stop. Said that the girl even had like a school backpack on, so the mom was like really concerned, but the dad kept driving. However, the mom kept insisting, what if she doesn't have money for the bus and she's walking, and what if something happened to her, because if someone sees her backpack they're gonna try to like rob her. Anyway, she guilt tripped the F out of the dad so he actually turned around and they went to see if she needed a ride. So when they stopped, the mom is asking the girl on the side of the road like, hey, where are you going, why are you here by yourself? And the daughter mentions that the girl would never turn and look at her mom or her dad, but that she did say, oh, I'm just walking to my parents' house. So the mom's like, get on, we'll drive you wherever you need to go, or as close as your grandparents' house. But they just wanted her out of that specific area because it was a very bad area of town. And the girl gets on and she sits next to the daughter that's in the back seat. So the girl, who's a grown-up now, that was sitting in the back seat with her, says that she never saw her face, she never took her hoodie down. She was having conversation with her parents, but she never got any bad feeling or like any weird vibes off of this girl. She was just like, I never saw her face, but she was talking. She also felt that maybe the girl was scared because like she got picked up by strangers, so she never wanted to like look at her or do anything weird because she didn't want the girl to get scared. So this girl ends up telling the girl's parents that the reason why she was walking at night was because at her house her uncles were there and they were drinking, and every time they drink they always cross the line with her. You can imagine what happens. And that was the reason that she was walking very late to her grandparents' home. So the mom is like, okay, well, where specifically do your grandparents live? And she tells them the specific place, and she's like, damn, we're not gonna pass by there. That's a little out of our way, but we're gonna drop you off the closest to where they live. And the girl agrees, and she's happy that they're gonna get her close to home. And she still keeps talking to them about what's happening and what the uncles do to her when they drink. And it's sad, but they're trying to help her. So they drop the girl off close to their grandparents' home, and they go ahead and they're on their way back to their house. So some time passes and they're back at their aunt's house, and the mom is telling them what happened that night after they left, the last time. And she's telling them about the girl that they picked up and dropped her off and everything that the girl was telling them. So the aunt's husband, the girl's uncle, he was listening to the story, and out of nowhere he just looks very alert, and he's like, you guys picked up the girl and you put her in the car? And they were like, yeah, she needed a ride, she was alone. And the uncle was like, why did you put her in your car? And the girl's dad was like, well, my wife kept insisting and I felt bad if we left her out on the road and something happened. And that's when the uncle was like, no dude, that girl is dead. What he really said was, no way, esta niña ya está muerta. Unfortunately, what happened to this girl was those same uncles did ended up her and ending her life. Disgusting human beings.